Yes, I am drinking the Kool-Aid. Thank you so much for mentioning this last time. Tom and I are so into these blind bags. We think they are awesome, and we happen to get another pile of them to open for you today.
That's right. I really appreciated all the kind words. You know, people really enjoyed our unboxing. These are fun to do.
Oh, they really are.
I really like unbagging these secret books. And we got a lot of comments on our Turok. So
There's even more Turok today.
Oh, we have a lot.
Another one for my coaster, and there are 8 copies of Turok on the table today. It's amazing.
We have grown quite a bit in the last month.
Yes,
I want to give a shout out to all the new subs here. Thank you so much for following us. We really do appreciate you. It's a growing community, Russ.
It really, really is. And that's a fantastic thing. And that's why we keep getting a lot of the same questions. And the one question that we continually get is, why are we picking on Turok?
What's going on with Turok?
Turok the Dinosaur Hunter is such a fantastic comic. And for those of you that don't know, Turok was a big intellectual property that Dell and Gold Key had back in the 1950s. And he ran comics until about 1982 when Gold Key and Whitman deteriorated. Valiant Comic Books picked up his intellectual property, and his first new era appearance was in 1992 in Magnus Robot Fighter number 12, and then he got his own comic. Valiant Comics, who was one of the big comic book producers in the 90s before they went out of business, got sold to Acclaim, and then came back about 5 years ago, they made this massive comic, and they touted Turok number 1 as the first chromium cover on a comic. And they had this nice metal chromium overlay, and there was a thing that they did for retailers. With every 100 copies you bought, you got 1 gold. And the golds were pre-selling for $100 or more. And this is a $3.50 comic. And at this point in time,
It's expensive.
At this point in time, a lot of the comics in the early 90s were $1.95. And they had just gone from $1 to $1.95. So this one was massive. And a lot of shops waited and waited and waited and bought hundreds of these. And then the comic book industry kind of exploded in the mid-90s, and there were a bunch of stores that ended up with a lot of these in their back issue bins and in their back rooms. And I think collectively between Tom and I, we've picked up at least 500 copies of this book, if not more.
Not by choice. It just
No,
happened.
they just happen to be in collections, and I have gotten full long boxes with 250 copies of just this comic in it before.
I don't think there's any other comic book that I can point to that personifies just how bad things can get in the comic book market when speculation gets out of hand.
It's very, very true. And the type of thing is that we do have a lot of speculators now, and the stuff that happened in the 90s is a little bit different than now. Because in the 90s, you had a lot of speculators that were buying and speculating and hoping that these things would go up so they could make a lot of money. But the whole idea with speculation is that you're looking for the next sucker, not someone who's a collector who's going to hold on to it long term. And Turok and a lot of the other Valiant comics and a lot of the other Marvel and a lot of the other DC comics, don't get me wrong. I mean, with the death of Superman and the white bag rebirth of Superman, there's a bunch of these comics that we just see massive amounts of from that era. So while Tom and I are doing something fun, while we are opening some of these bags, while we are going along with the collectors, and there are some speculators out there, I think that the bubble now is very different than it was in the 90s. And
there was no internet, man.
There wasn't.
There was no podcast you can listen to get like up-to-date info. The people who are spending money on comic books, the ones that are actually affecting the collector's market, they know comic books more.
Yeah, they're actual collectors.
And back then, these were being sold. This comic book was being sold to like people who were not into comics.
People were just going out and going, oh my God, this comic's going to be worth something someday.
Pay for my kid's college.
I'm going to buy 100 copies of this comic
Right.
to be able to sell it someday in the future when it's valuable. And with a print run of close to 1 million, it was just too much. The market got flooded.
Correct.
Yeah. So nowadays, Image Comics has way fewer comics available.
Well put. So I hope that answers some questions. But today we do have a third cam. So take a look at our nicely laid out Turok. Our what would you even call this?
It's the bed of Turok.
All right. So look over here at our camera number 3. This is the bed of Turok. This is where we're going to be actually placing the comic books that we're unbagging so you can see them as we go. I thought it was fun. We're going
Gingerly
full
placed
Turok.
on the bed of Turok.
But I think we should begin because, gosh, we have so many. What do we have here, Russ? For those of you who haven't watched our first unbagging video that we posted, I'll put the link up here in the corner here. What are we doing?
So these are from Walking Dead Day, which was October 13th of this year. 2018. And there are different variants. You can get 4 different types of variants of The Walking Dead. You can get one that's color with a banner. You can get one that's color without a banner. You can get a black and white that has a banner. And by banner, I mean the words on it. And then you can get a black and white version. And most of these comics had a 50, 25, 15, 10% ratio. And then there were a couple of them that had hidden variants. We actually saw on our CBSI Hot 10 list of this last week, number 1 was the Negan hidden variant, where he's talking about Lucille being a vampire bat.
Right, and that actually broke 150 that week for value. It was a secret variant, and they did these for only particular issues. They didn't do them for every Walking Dead comic, of course. They did them for more of the bigger appearances, the bigger keys. And right now we're doing Walking Dead number 1. And so far, as you can see, we have a standard with logo, a virgin cover, color. We also have a sketch, a black and white logo, and that's all we have so far. Ooh, another one of those too.
Yeah.
Very cool. But I'm excited because we have some. We did 19. All we did was Walking Dead 19.
All we
before.
did was J. Scott Campbell's 19. First appearance of me shown. There we go. We got all 4 of them.
Look at that.
And perfect timing because I just hit a number 2. Do you want to do more number 1s? You'll be catching up eventually.
Oh yeah, I'm catching up. I have one more number 1 right here.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, got another one. Look at that. Boom.
Nice.
Very cool.
That's a great one. Good Charlie Finch cover.
All right, so now we're moving on to Walking Dead number 2. We got a number of these.
Charlie Finch or David Finch? Charlie Adler and David Finch.
There you go.
Sorry.
Ryan really does not like Charlie.
Oh, I really don't like Walking Dead, but
Yeah, he
you know,
doesn't
that's a
either.
different video. There was a lot of shout outs when I said I didn't like Deadpool. So
Oh my gosh.
we'll see if I can
I
flame
like
for
Walking
this
Dead.
one.
I have a lot of good memories with Walking Dead. I had when I worked at the bank as a banker, I would have so much vacation. At Wells Fargo, they give you a ton of vacation time because the job is crazy.
Right.
So, ooh, wow, that is gorgeous.
Awesome. Virgin number 2.
Virgin number 2. All right, so I was working at Wells Fargo. They gave us a ton of vacation time. I'm talking like I had like 6 weeks paid. Like that's how bad the job had to be that they give you 6 weeks paid vacation. Isn't that insane? So I did that, and during my 6-week vacation, I would always pick up a new series to read. And I lived by this little sushi restaurant, and I would go there so often with a graphic novel that they actually would open up a part of the, it's like a belt, belt sushi.
Yeah.
They'd open up a part of the belt to like the part of the restaurant where there wasn't a lot of people, so they didn't put kids around me. And they're like, this kid just comes in here with his comic books and just reads and eats all our sushi. So that's why like whenever I read Walking Dead, I'm thinking about sushi.
That is awesome. We have a great Declan Shalvey cover with the first appearance of the governor there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, what are you on? I'm on number 7.
I'm at number 48, but
Oh, geez, you're
I
going
opened
through
fat. Oh, God.
What do we
I
got?
love this.
Ooh, I like this one too.
Wait, put yours down first.
What number am
Oh, God, that is so
I?
gorgeous.
Look at that, man.
Oh, is that number 7?
Yep.
Yeah, so I have a number 48 here.
Oh.
And it's definitely more impactful in color with the brain gibber and the eyeball, but
I
the
agree.
black and white is stunning.
That is great. That's great.
Can we say
Wow.
gibber on YouTube? Is that an accepted term?
I don't even know. I thought you meant. I just assumed whatever.
It's like guts.
guts. There you go. I think that's an accepted term. Guts. Gibbard.
Okay.
I don't
As
know.
long as we don't
it's not-
show Red Sonja's boobs.
Apparently,
Right.
yeah. No, we did the top 10 video last week, or we do it every week. Shout out CBSI. But we do this video, and I put Red Sonja in the thumbnail because it was an awesome Red Sonja cover. And apparently, YouTube has some type of censorship. Like they have a program to actually scan the thumbnail for breasts. So it flagged the video.
And that's amazing to me because in the video, we had Negan who had just beat the crap out of Glenn with Glenn's crushed skull on the floor and his brain all over. And that was acceptable in
That's
the video.
acceptable.
Right.
Monetized, no worries.
Totally, no
Don't
problem.
even worry about
But
it.
we
DC app, pay for your commercials to be in a video. It's cool.
We can't see Red Sonja's breasts.
No, man. Oh, this is a cool cover. This is the standard 92.
Oh,
But
nice.
I really like him.
Oh, I got one too.
Nice, nice. Hey, we caught up.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I'm approaching 100. That's
You
good.
are. Oh,
All right. So this is actually like, we're approaching what could be the big book that we get. Do you think that there's a
I hope so.
secret variant in there?
I don't know.
Who knows? It's okay if there's not.
Yeah,
How
it's
cool
okay
would
if
it be
there's
if there
not.
was?
Hey, Tom, what are we going to do with all these books?
We're definitely going to be putting a number of them in the mystery mail call.
The vast majority are probably going to go out to the mystery mail call.
That's right.
So for those of you who aren't signed up, you should check that thing out.
Yeah, links in the description. The community is growing, man.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, when we have stuff like this, we can send out black and white of J. Scott Campbell. We can send out the Virgin covers. And, we just want to be able to share the love. Just get a little bit more of that comic book karma. We're going to share it
Ooh.
out there.
It is a really cool cover. It is not the secret variant, but it is a really cool cover.
Glenn deserved it. He was asking for it.
Definitely. You know what? It's I like it. Glenn deserved it. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Glenn deserved it. He was being too loud. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna spread this one out. Sorry, guys. Got to see that because that's a wraparound for 127.
Oh, that's very cool.
So pretty. Such a cool cover.
I like that. Man, they've been killing it with this. I really like this. If you want to see more unbaggings done here, I'm just like, sorry, I just got lost in this cover here. This is cool. It almost looks like a Bill Sinkovich cover. That's not Bill.
No,
because he's only doing the other ones, huh?
I think so.
No, Ashley Wood. Cool. It's a very, very Bill-ish.
I think we caught up.
We caught up. So yeah, if you liked seeing these unboxing videos, unbagging videos, please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe the video. Tells us if you want to see this kind of stuff. And I like the idea of doing more because there was a Power Rangers one that was earlier this year. I only bought 10 of them, and I should have bought 100.
Right.
And if the community would like to see us do 100 and send out a bunch of these back out to them, I'm willing to do it.
I have 100 of the white-bagged Superman. I mean, we could open 100 of those on camera and see what the community likes.
Watch there be a Kirkman variant in there, and then it's like freaking Inception. Like you're blowing our minds.
Bad.
Like,
oh my God, this is so awesome. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got it too.
The Sonic Takeda cover is just stunning. Takeda is doing monsters right now, and just an amazing image book that everyone needs to be catching up. But just look at how great these covers are for The Walking Dead. They really, really do.
So dope. All right, I'm on my last one. What about you?
I am too.
All right, we're doing 171 here.
Perfect.
Oh, wrapping up the video. We really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Comic Fam. We have fun doing these.
Oh, Princess.
Oh, two princesses. The same princess. That works.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And yes, a lot of these will be going out in the mystery mail call, so make sure you check that one out. And if you'd also like, Tom and I do have an exclusive Walking Dead Geek Responsibly Mill Geek Comics variant available at geekstreet101.com.
Yeah, the link's in the bio. And also, I'm really excited because we're actually going to be sending one of those out as well as a Walking Dead 19 to who, Russ?
You know what? The person who liked, subscribed, and commented in the last video was John Grundy, and he's going to be getting a copy, so make sure you contact Mystery Mail Call.
All the info's in the description here to contact us so we can get that out to you. And if you want to go into a drawing for, I don't know, which one should we give out? Which one do you like?
We got to do a number one. How about this one? Let's do a black and white number one. Is stunning.
All right, and then if you want to like and subscribe and get put into the giveaway for today's video, we're going to be sending out this Walking Dead #1 black and white variant.
Absolutely. This is a great one. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below to be entered. And as always,
geek responsibly.
Enough
said. How you doing? Thanks so much for watching the video. Take a look at this. This is a new collection of graphic novels I just got. And this is only one half of what's going out in November. If you haven't joined the Mystery Mail Call yet, the link's in the bio to sign up. But we have Omnibus going out. We have graphic novels, hardcover classics like the Batman New 52 run, all this good stuff. Excited to send it out to you in November.